conclusion, I say that poverty is often defined as something that lacks financial resources and other essentials for standard living. Poverty is very evident and rampant in our country. As such, Philippines is considered a third world country where we have a large margin of below average citizens. Moreover, poverty should be addressed especially by our government. Those who are in position should generate more jobs that offer opportunities for the less fortunate. Even those fellow men who did not finish their studies should be given the opportunity to have a proper work so that they too may have the means to make money to put food in the table. Nonetheless, poverty should not be the sole responsibility of the government alone, but as a citizen of this country, we should work together to eradicate it and help others as much as we can. As Filipinos, let's fight poverty together. Let us create opportunities to make our lives better. Thank you.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Ito ay nangangailangan ng patnubay at gabay ng magulang para sa mga batang manonood.
Ako si Abigail Samaranas, 30 taong gulang. May 5 anak. 17 ako nang pinanganak ko si Junjun. Batang-bata pa ako. Wala akong trabaho, hindi ako nakapagtapos, kaya nahihirapan ako maghanap ng trabaho. Ang asawa ko lang ang naghahanap buhay. Isa siyang construction worker. Hindi sapat ang kanyang sahod para sa amin lahat. Isang beses sa isang araw lang kami kumakain. Minsan nga di na kami kumakain ng asawa ko. Ang mga anak ko na lang ang sinisigurado namin. Kapag nasa trabaho ang asawa ko, mga gawaing bahay ang ginagawa ko, tulad ng paglalaba. Pero minsan, may mga kakilala naman akong nagpapalaba sa akin. Kaya kahit papaano, may pinagkikitaan ako. Mahirap talaga maging mahirap. Wala kayong makain, walang sapat na kita, at walang permanenteng tirahan. Hindi ko rin nabibili yung mga gusto ng mga anak ko.
Based on Abby's video, her family is living and growing up in poverty and has low-income household. They experience numerous dilemma because of what is their situation. suffering of poverty. These can have negative outcomes to their status. Example are limited money for everyday resources, including good quality housing, the stress of living in poverty, unhealthy lifestyles, and poorer education and employment opportunity. Poverty can create considerable stress for families. As per the family stress model, poverty can contribute to interparental conflict, which play a key role in family dynamics and can be a precursor to negative child outcomes. Conflict can also arise between children and parents because of economic pressures. For example, children may resent parents for having to work late and not being able to provide small luxurious. Finally, the living conditions associated with poverty, notably overcrowded housing and housing instability, can negatively affect all family relationships and including sibling relationships. No matter who you are, building wealth and overcoming poverty can be a challenge, but it is possible. Here are some tips for some small things you can do, starting now, to help break the cycle of poverty and take back control of your financial situation. First is educate yourself. This one comes first because it is the most important. The simple truth is the less you know, the more susceptible you are getting taken advantage of, especially when most schools don't currently provide educational opportunities in financial literacy. Second is avoid predatory payday lending. Payday loans encourages a cycle of debt thanks to high rates of interest as well as high repayment installments. In most cases, the client will be unable to repay the debt by the due date. Another costly loan is secured to cover the difference. Financial counselor Regine Blackwell says, if you just look at the name, a payday loan sounds like a loan that's just for one day, right? But the truth is, if you caught in the cycle of payday lending, you could be paying for that loan for years to come.
Ako si Angeline, 12 anyos, grade 2, at ito ang kwento ng aking buhay. Galing kami sa Mindanao, ngunit nakatira ako ngayon sa Estero de San Miguel sa Maynila. Siya naman si Linda, ang aking ina. Isa siyang manicurista, ngunit dahil sa kanyang kapansanan ay hirap siyang makahanap ng trabaho. Pag mahina naman sa customer ay nililibang niya ang kanyang sarili sa pagmamadyong. Ginagawa niya ito upang maibsan ang kanyang kalungkutan dahil maaga siyang naging byuda. Ito naman si Nestor, ang aking ama. Isa siya sa mga nasawi nung kasagsagan ng war on drugs. At dahil dito ay maaga kaming naging ulila. At ito ang aking mga kapatid, si Junior at si Bebang. At dahil buntis si nanay, inaasahan naming lalaki pa ang aming pamilya. The more, the merrier. Ngunit masaya nga ba? Alas 4 pa lang ng umaga ay mulat na ang aking mga mata. Maaga din akong nagsasaing. Pagkatapos ay nagbibihis ako at naghahanda. Hindi dahil pupunta ako ng paaralan, ngunit papunta ako sa isang karinderya kung saan ako nagtatrabaho. Ako ay 12 anyos pa lamang at kadalasan ng mga batang kaedad ko ay nasa paaralan. Ngunit heto ako, walang magawa kundi magtrabaho at magbanat ng buto. Sa mura kong edad, subok ko na ang iba't ibang uri ng trabaho. Gaya ng paglalaba, Pag-uuling, kahit na ito'y nakakasama sa aking kalusugan, ay wala akong magagawa dahil ako'y musmus pa lamang. Minsan na din ako nangalakal. Delikado man, ngunit wala akong ibang paraan. At dahil sa pagpupursigi kong magtrabaho, ay di ko na naranasang maging bata. Di ko na rin inatupag ang pag-aaral, kaya hanggang ngayon ay grade 2 pa lang ako. Lahat ng paghihirap ko, kapalit lamang ng karampot kong kinikita. Asin, saging, kahit alaga naming si Bantay, ay isa sa mga naging pantawid gutom namin magpamilya. Mahirap man pero kailangan naming makita pa ang bukas. Bukas ay panibagong buhay na naman, ngunit parehong paghihirap, pag-uuling, paglalabada, pangangalakal. Isang 12 anyos na maagang naging mulat sa realidad. Mulat nga ba sa realidad? O mulat sa kahirapan?
Poverty negatively affects a child's physical and social-emotional development. It shortens life expectancy, frustrates quality of life, undermines belief, and poisons attitude and behavior. Poverty destroys children's dream. Poverty affects children every moment of their lives, and anxiety is one of them. Its effect build, intensifying the damage and destruction as the child grows older. Poverty stunts physical growth and development. Poverty hinders social and emotional development. And poverty shortens life expectancy. Once of deprivation of poverty has grabbed hold, it's difficult to free a child. Successful interventions to save children approach the problem of poverty holistically, which is why our child development model addresses the physical, social, emotional, economic, and spiritual needs of children living in extreme poverty. We can reduce it by helping families set up their business, giving children the chance to go to school, and lastly, preventing children from growing up alone.